Amazing. So, all right, now when in this little era did the Senator happen?
Before we released Genuine, when we did the album, there was another player in the middle of this mix. His name was Rob Reeves. He was kind of important to make this kind of happen. He was Devontae's left-hand man. And so through him, what we could put information together, and he became the manager for Genuine and Tim when we left. So we were already on the ground running. We had a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And artist, producer, engineer, manager. We're good. Let's go. And he was said to me, he says, "Yo, you know what, man?" He says, "You can't just come out as Jimmy Douglas." I'm like, "Why the fuck not? That's who I am." And he goes, "Nah, man, it don't work that way with the young heads, man. They got to see some excitement, something new." I was like, "Okay." Do you remember Commissioner Gordon? Commissioner Gordon?
Oh yeah, of course.
Right. So I remember when those Lauryn Hill records came out, or what I used to I look at that, I go, "Holy shit, Commissioner! Whoa, that's Batman, the whole thing."
Yeah.
And, so he says, we said, well, who you going to be, man? What you going to be? And I was like, I don't know. He said, "Well, we call you the president." I said, "I don't want to be a president. Nah, that's not, nah." Um, I said, "But I would be a senator." And there you have it. And that's it. I said, so, I say, he says, "Why?" He said, "Well, that's interesting." I said, "Yeah, you know why?" Because I said that what you got to learn is this record business is so fucking political. It ain't really about no music at all at the end of the day. So Senator fits me just fine.
Right. And then, as they say, the rest is history. But we can't just let it go with that. We got to talk about some other stuff because we got to talk about Jay-Z.
Ooh.
Because there's a long history there. There's, you know,
Yeah.
some important records. So I'm just going to leave it to you to whatever you want to throw out there.
Well, I'll just throw out the personality and just say that I've always enjoyed working with Jay. Amongst many of the people that I have to work with in the hip hop era, you know, he's been always just very solid and very straight ahead, and and very just there. That's all I can say. I enjoy working with him.
Right. And he
You
makes
know
really different records too. I mean, he makes records the way an artist makes records, where like this one is about something, this one's
about
about
yes,
something
yeah,
else, and they change sonically to match the theme. Like
right.
there's a lot going on in there. It's
He's
like
big on that, man. He's that talent. You know. You have those moments with artists sometimes, and like one of the biggest ones I had with him when he was just watching him do the lyric was when he said, and I forget what song it's in, but those of you that know will know. He said, "And if I ain't as good as," he says, "I'm not as good as Biggie, I'm the next best." And I looked at him when he said that line. I was like, "Holy shit! Did you real? Holy shit! That's fucking. You did it. You said it. You couldn't have done it any better than that." And he does things like that all the time in his lines.
right.
Very prolific.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. So, when did you cuz you'd always been pretty involved in the records you worked on. I mean, obviously like the Foreigner records you just mixed them. So you'd been just mixing
I
on
didn't just
records.
listen, man. Those records were, dude. That was like the set. I didn't describe that. That was like six people on the board records.
Right. So
I mean, those were like that's where I did my. That's where I really cut my teeth.